You guys, I'm freaking out! CapCut changed their terms of service, and this could devastate the universe of content for creators and viewers. If you watch content online, if you create content online, you need to watch this video. Wait, I watch content. Wait, I create content. How am I gonna watch this and create this? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! I'm fine now, but do me a favor and give this video a like. Then I'll feel even better. You've probably noticed that modern internet and the mediascape as a whole is dominated by the concept of content. In social media, this content is both created and consumed by us, the users. It's one of the things that has made internet content so popular. It's for us and created by us, the very same users watching it. Some of us cook things, some of us do pranks, some of us are handsome lawyers explaining legal concepts in plain English. Handsome? Maybe to your mama. But content doesn't come straight from the content creator to our ears and eyeballs. It usually needs a little touch up. To do that, the content creator uses editing software to help trim the fat off of their video, give it a little more flair and style, fix the audio, and so on. And that's where CapCut got their claim to fame. CapCut is an AI-powered editing platform for video and images. It was launched in 2020, a year where it was the only thing of any historical significance that happened, at all. CapCut is owned by ByteDance, who you might also know as the owners of TikTok. The two apps were meant to have a strong connection. If you want people to post something on TikTok, why not give them an app that makes making TikTok content easier? CapCut offered TikTok creators video templates, easy-to-use editing functions, fonts, effects, animations, and more. But CapCut has grown beyond the TikTok sandbox. If you've seen a YouTube short, an Instagram reel, you've probably seen something that was made with CapCut. As of last year, CapCut was boasting over 1 billion downloads. So how did something so good go so bad? What's got everybody freaked out? Well, on June 12th of this year, CapCut published a new set of terms of service. Terms of service are that long document tech platforms make you click before you can use their stuff. I'll tell you guys a secret. A lot of times, I say I read it, but I didn't. Ooh, I'm so mischievous. Embedded in the 45 pages of CapCut's terms of service is a scary sounding, jargon-laden bit that sounds like CapCut is straight up stealing people's content. The terms say, except as expressly provided otherwise in these terms, you
or the owner of your user content still own the copyright and
You know, when you're facing a long word salad of a contract, you're gonna want a lawyer. Now, if you could only know one lawyer, Louis Brandeis would have been a great one. But since you can know two, subscribe. The terms then go on to say you give CapCut a license to use your username, image, and likeness to identify you as the source of your content, and that they can make sound recordings and perform your content on a royalty-free basis. How nice of you! What a pal! Now all that sounds bad, but should you be worried? No, not really. Let's break down what all this jargon is doing and why it's there. As a content creator, you hold a copyright to your content. CapCut acknowledges that in the first sentence. Why does your copyright matter? A copyrightable work is an original work of authorship fixed in a tangible medium of expression. There's a lot going on in that legal phrase, but basically, you have a copyright in a work of authorship. That's bigger than an idea. It's the expression of the idea. Second, for you to have a copyright, you can't just say something. It has to be recorded into something tangible, a written work, a recorded video, recorded sound, etc. Copyright protection begins automatically at the time the work is created in a fixed form. You don't have to register a copyright to have a copyright. A copyright is actually 6 exclusive rights packaged together. The right to reproduce, the right to distribute, the right to perform, the right to broadcast or display, the right to prepare derivative works based on the copyrighted work, and, for sound recordings, the right to perform the works publicly through transmission of a recording. Let's explore these together and we'll see how video editing implicates your copyright. Here's an example. Let's say you're thumbing through YouTube Shorts and after you like my video about appraisals, a video with a cute dog named Max and an owner named Sarah pops up. And Sarah and Max do cute stuff like play fetch and order things from drive-through windows, or when they pull up to the window, it looks like Max is driving, and insider trading. You know, just cute doggy stuff. In the short you're watching, Max is trying to sell a fake Rolex online while also burying a sock in the couch cushions. Oh, look at this little guy, so cute. You sell that Fugazi watch, buddy, yes. No, not for that price. You can get him to go higher. Yes, you can. Okay, also disclaimer, the dog video is AI. Maybe I should do a video about AI. Chris, you've done it again. A masterful tease. Let's say the original version of that video was 3 minutes, but the version you saw was only a few seconds. As soon as Sarah creates the original video, she has a copyright. She has an original work of authorship fixed in a tangible medium of expression. But to get that video down from its 3 minutes to the seconds that you saw, she had to edit it. So how does the editing app relate to her copyright? First, we have Sarah's right of reproduction. That means only Sarah can make copies of her Max video. The editing platform reproduces Sarah's video when it uploads and stores her footage on their servers, creates temporary copies for processing during editing, generates thumbnails and previews, makes backup copies for system reliability, or processes the video through AI algorithms. Next, there's Sarah's right to prepare derivative works. That means only Sarah can create modified versions of her original Max video. In editing software, AI-powered or not, may create derivative works like auto-generating highlight reels or best moments compilations, creating AI-enhanced versions with filters, effects, modifications, producing different aspect ratio versions for various platforms, or creating subtitles. The key there with the derivative is that it's not the same as the original. It's some modification of the original version. Next, we have the right of distribution. That means only Sarah can decide how copies of her Max video are shared with others. The platform may distribute Sarah's content by serving her video to her own devices for editing, delivering the edited video back to her, potentially using her content in marketing materials, if allowed, sharing with third-party services for additional processing, and so on. Next, there's the right of public performance or display. This means only Sarah can control how her Max video is displayed to the public. This one's a little less implicated with something that's purely an editing tool, but could apply if the platform uses her video in promotional materials, displays her content as examples in tutorials, shows her work in platform demonstrations, shows thumbnail previews, suggests her content in recommendation algorithms, or places her video in search results when users are looking for dog videos. All this to say, when copyright holders use SaaS video editing platforms, 2 layers of copyright rights are at play. Sarah exercises her rights as the copyright owner to edit and share her work, while simultaneously granting the platform limited rights to reproduce, process, and handle her copyrighted material as necessary to provide the editing services. The platform's use of her work is only allowable with her permission and within the scope of the permissions she grants through the service agreement. Terms of service are a contract between you and the platform. They establish rules for how you can use their product, your rights in the product provider's duties to you, limiting the provider's liability for certain things, and more. In short, they create a framework of expectations for how you, the product provider, and the product will interact with each other. And they usually do this with several thousand words. Many years ago, I read the iTunes Terms of Service, for funsies. 5 years into reading, I started thinking maybe I bit off more than I could chew. I think we have a clip of me reading it. I chose poorly. So, do you need to worry about all this? Well, in classic lawyer fashion, I'll say it depends. These types of licenses, including those with this kind of breadth, have been around for years. CapCut's Terms of Service actually included this before the June update. Instagram's Terms of Service have a version of this language, as do YouTube's. This is not a problem unique to CapCut or even a new problem. BuzzFeed wrote an article about scary terms of service and the broad licenses we all grant social media companies way back in 2012. Now, it might sound like I'm saying CapCut has not done anything bad and you should put all of their trust in them. I am definitely not saying that. I'm only saying this particular language is not necessarily a problem. The licenses that we users grant these apps are very broadly written, and that breadth does favor the app provider. Because of copyright, they do need to be able to ensure the tool can provide the service you're coming to the tool for. But because they're written so broadly, there's room for the app provider to potentially take actions that you might not be thinking of. Generally, market forces stop a platform from doing whatever they want with our content, even if they've been given the right to. So CapCut may have the right to do whatever they want, but if they just start stealing people's content and really doing whatever they want with it, the market's not gonna like that, people are gonna stop using the app, and that's bad for business. But this gives way to a larger question. What should we expect from tech platforms about their use of our information? Are there better ways than market forces to solidify these expectations? As business owners offering these terms to our customers, what do we truly need from them to be able to make our product actually able to help them. Let me know what you think in the comments. Ultimately, I think it's up to all of us that when a business is doing something to us or with our information that we don't like, vote with your wallet and go elsewhere. Like for editing, I don't use CapCut. I edit my videos the old-fashioned way, with film and tape and a razor blade and cursing. But I'm just a purist that way. If you don't like the CapCut terms, you're not wrong. The terms of service give CapCut a lot of leeway, and the only real guardrail is that it's not in CapCut's best interest to make full use of that leeway. But if you're fine with those, you're not wrong either. Terms like these have become part and parcel of our relationship with technology. And at least in some cases, that wide-ranging leeway is actually what's needed to do the thing we're asking the tech to do. See you guys next time. I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe.